I will tell you what transforms a life faster than anything else in the world. And it's letting the love of God saturate you and realizing that you're fully accepted in the beloved. You are born again, you're transformed, you're made a brand new creation, and you're set free to love God and to do all of the amazing things that Jesus Christ himself did. John says in 1 John 4 that as Christ is, so are you in this world. So what Jesus did is what we're supposed to do. He said to his disciples, as the Father sent me, so now I send you. And so he wasn't slowed down by, what do I do? What's my rules? I need God's GPS to tell me where to turn left or right. That is not what it's about. You live in full relationship with God. The Spirit of God lives in you, and he will lead you into all truth. So you just have to have confidence to trust that your conscience now is the Holy Spirit. And so you just let your heart get into your mind, not your mind into your heart. Your heart is brand new. Your mind needs renewed. That's Romans 12, 1 and 2, that you could present your body as a living sacrifice, holy and acceptable, blameless to God, so that you could be his arms, legs, and feet, his voice, his ears to other people in the community, in the world, in your family. Then that you would renew your mind and be able to think the way God thinks. And through the renewing of your mind, you're now letting your heart, which is a brand new creature, be lived out in your life. So do not let rules and condemnation, guilt, regret rule you. That's dead. That was in the garden after the fall. You're in the garden before the fall. Jesus Christ restored you back to innocence, took away the burden of the law, and brought you into relationship where now God is your Father, Jesus is your brother, and you're able to walk just as he is. He left us an example that we should walk in his steps. And so you should have full courage where you can boldly approach the throne of grace for all your needs, and that you should boldly live out your faith, knowing that you are here to be Jesus Christ on earth to those that you see day to day. And let love shine through you. Freely you received, freely give it away. You're only allowed to hate people who God hates, which is nobody. God doesn't hate anybody. He loves Hitler. He loves the worst of the worst, which is crazy, but he sees that we don't fight and wrestle against flesh and blood, but against principalities and power and evil in high places. And it's that evil that are puppeting people in the world that are making them do bad things. That's why he says, love your enemy, do good things for those who curse you. And for those who are just wrecking your day, love on them and give to them and feed them. You were at odds with God. You were his enemy at one time, yet while you were his enemy, he died for you. And then Jesus on the cross, freshly nailed on the cross, says, Father, forgive them. They don't know what they're doing. That's how we need to live, where we freely love, freely give, freely experience joy. We're not there in judgment saying, hey, you're a sinner, you're living like a sinner, don't do sin. Well, that's stupid. That's what sinners do, they sin. So love them, and they'll come to God, and they'll be freed from sin like you are, and then they'll have the joy that you have, and now we can walk out and live the fruit of the Holy Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, goodness, self-control. That's what we live out. Freely you have received, so freely give.